Hey guys, this is Hannah here. Just wanted to quickly talk to you guys about parent conferences and making the most of parent conferences. We already know, how hard it can be sometimes to get parents in the building. And so once we finally have them here, we want to make sure that we are taking full advantage of the time we have together. So I just wanted to give some quick tips and tricks of ways that you can make the most of your parent conferences and show you some examples of things that I have used in the past. Of course, you have amazing mentors who also have resources, so feel free to use whatever they have. I'm just going to show you some of the things that I have used before. So, making the most of parent conferences. So, some of the do's that I like to make sure I do when parents are finally in here is I like to involve their students in the conference. I have had student led conferences in the past, and I feel like they're just way more powerful when the students are able to explain to their parents what they're working on and what their goals are. So, if you have had time over the first quarter to kind of set goals with students and kind of have those conversations about what they're working on, I would absolutely ask parents to either bring their kids with them or have them on the Zoom call so that they are involved. It just makes it a little more powerful, and the students are able to take ownership over their learning that way. And always, always, always discuss the positives first. So I always go in talking about the great things that their students are doing, even if it's really hard to find those great things that they're doing. There's got to be something. Maybe they're very helpful in class. Maybe they're good friends. Find something academically that they are doing well. Think positive first. Think positive. Parents are going to be more open to hearing the feedback and some of those things that they need to work on when they know that that their kids have something that they're doing well. You don't want to go in and just talk about those negatives. Show the parents that yes, you see they're doing well on some things and explain those to them. So think positive. Um, the other do's that I like to make sure I do is to show actual work. So when I'm talking about your students are struggling or your students are doing well with this and this and this, let's look at their assessment. I'll have their folder or their work folder available to go ahead and show them some of the great things that they're doing. And then when we get to those things that the students are struggling with, I have proof. I can show you right here on their assessment this is what they're struggling with, this is what they're doing. So have that work readily available to share with parents. And then tell them how they can help at home and give them resources. Um, and I said, keep it simple. Our parents are not teachers, they're not trained teachers. They do not always understand the teacher words that we use. So keep it simple. Don't start telling them all about the standards and all this. You can break it down to them, but make it bite sized and easy for them to understand. We want them to be successful with helping their students at home. And in order for that to happen, they need to understand as well, right? So tell them how they can help at home and don't just talk about it. Give them things that they can do, give them resources, tell them about games that they can play, give them specific activities and ideas of things that they can do to support their children at home. You don't want them looking like this, not understanding. And by the time they leave, they have no idea how they can help and what's going on in class. So this is just an example of a parent conference that note sheet that I have used in the past. I always like to start with my areas of strength, and then I talk about areas and ways that they can improve. I talk about what I am doing in the classroom to help them with these things. And then I talk about ways that the parents can help at home. This is just one example. I know I have used in the past examples where I have reading, math, writing, and in underneath those individual skills, I talk about what we're working on in each, an area of strength and a way that they can improve in math, an area of strength and a way that they can improve in reading. So it really just depends on how you want to organize your notes as long as you're including the strengths, ways that they can improve, and ways that you are helping and parents can help at home. Um, so some tips and tricks on when you're writing these notes and thinking about what you're going to say. I would really try not to use not. Like they are not able to do this. They cannot do that. Instead, thinking of like, I really hope that by the end of the next quarter, they're able to. I look forward to seeing more growth with them doing. He or she can improve by doing this. So help them. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't tell them that they're doing things that they're not doing in the class, but try to make it sound a little more positive.